This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings, Sector Champion. You've proven to be a spectacular racer, even defeating Queedles in proved time. You have won a great deal of money. The credit for becoming Sector Champion is 5,000 credits. That will be the last amount offered for now. When you begin a new round of races, we'll make certain you are notified. Greetings and salutation, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. In the last episode, we finished what was under the water of Manon, and then we talked to our companions a bit more to kind of know a bit more about them. But yeah, the plot has continued. And off screen, I decided to finally finish the swoop races. I finally did it. It's not that hard. The problem I kept doing is I kept swerving too much to hit boosters, and swerving too much in a race messes up your time. You slow down quite a bit. But I've recorded the official beaten record at the beginning of this video. It'll have me winning the race, so that way you can kind of have an idea of what you need to do to win. It's basically the races are a bit harder if you let Queedle win, because his is like 22.48, which if you do everything right, you can actually get this fastest, I think, time is like 22.33, but not that I'm trying to get that low, because that doesn't matter. But anyway, after saving that, let me go ahead and load it back from a previous save really quick, just to show you what happens after you win the second race, like when you talk to people, what they say differently. Probably not going to be much, but I thought I'd show you anyway, just so I could, you know. And I decided not to. I thought about recording the whole thing and then just chopping it up a bit, but I wanted to make less editing for me, so I decided to just save right after the second one and then just try to record beating the third race, so that make it easier. Alright, let's see if anyone has anything new. Hey, you're not bad. Maybe if you win a couple races, I'll be glad to talk to you. Great. Swoop. I don't think the generic people have anything to say, right?
Racing here is pretty well read.
Yeah.
Actually falling under HUD control.
Yeah. Hello again! I still can't believe the difference a few upgrades makes. My score is top of round 3. I never thought I'd be able to do that. I'm sure it won't stay as a record for long, but I have to thank you for the opportunity. Appreciate all you did for me. Yeah, he didn't have anything new to say for winning the second race. Let's see. I think I beat his time, the Hook to Jack's time. Let's see if he says anything.
Go away. You beat me. I have nothing else to say about nothing. Go beat someone else's time or something.
Well then.
Yeah, you go. Leave me alone.
Yep.
You're really annoying, you know that? I hate it when people come out of nowhere and start collecting wins.
Well, at least we...
Don't hurry back.
Oh, you're a charmer, aren't you, lady? Alright, anyway, we get that out of the way, so let's go back and reload it again. I was trying to see if I could get any dialogue options to appear for Juhani and Bastila off screen. That's why they're with me instead of like the droids or who else. Because I don't think Juhani actually gets character dialogue with any of the characters, which is kind of sad. I think she could have been more interesting, but the bad thing is that, you know, well, I guess not spoiled now that we've beaten the fact, but you can have, Juhani can get killed. So maybe that's why she doesn't get as much dialogue as the other. Same with HK. HK gets a lot of good lines, but I don't think he gets as much dialogue as he could because he's also completely skippable. Which is, I don't know why you would skip HK, but you can. Anyway, let's talk to everyone and see if anyone says anything about winning the swoop race. Wow, you're like so great. I can't believe you actually spoke to me. Like, wow. Should have made her sound like a valley girl. Looks like I'm a champion now. Ooh, that's an exciting time you turned in. No one else had a chance.
Well, you've captured the Sector Championship. I have to say, I have never seen such an impressive racer.
Well, thank you. Apparently now everyone respects me. Hey, and I beat Queedle's time. How do you feel, buddy? Greetings to you, Sector Champion. That was an amazing time you turned in. The best I've seen on the track.
I don't feel bad losing you now that I know I'm in the running. Thanks for your help, and even if you did win it all in the end. Well, thank you. At least you're a good sport about it. See you around. Huh. Well, we did get a lot of money for it, so it's definitely worth it in that sense. Oh, such a champion. Well, that's very nice. Now, how about you go away? I gotta work on waterproofing my swoop. Alright, well, nice racing with you, I guess. Yeah, you go then. Leave me alone. Alright, anyway, let's see if she says anything.
Well, hello, Sector Champion. You must be proud, right? Now, you'll excuse me if I don't join in with cheers of my own.
Well then, see you later.
Don't hurry back.
Oh boy. You're a great colleague to be around. But anyway, actually, have I done anything enough to unlock your honey stalag, or...
What is it?
Nah, I didn't think so.
Of course.
I bet, Bastila, you got any extra dialogue? Oh, I could also look at the... if you look at the completed quest, you have beaten the 3rd races of Manan, becoming the sector champion. We've actually beaten all the races. Let's see. I think... Okay, and then Bastila doesn't have anything to say if I remember correctly. Oh, can we actually talk to her now? Oh, okay.
Then I suggest we move...
Let me go ahead and... Actually, should I save it in another slot? I just saved it. Well, anyway, I think we could... Can we now talk to her? So when we talked last, you said you needed time to think, so...
You have been patient with me, haven't you? I suppose you deserve an answer. But you have to understand how difficult this is for me to say.
Oh, yes, I think so. I'll listen to anything you have to say, Jennifer Hale. Anything.
With all my training, I should be able to control myself better than this. But you're not like anything I expected. You're not like any man I've ever met before. I find myself watching you when I don't mean to. I'm thinking about you when I don't want to. It isn't supposed to be like this.
That's what we call love, baby. I mean... What are you trying to say exactly?
Every time I try to call on all my teachings to calm myself, they fail me. You have such power, such passion. I don't know if it's due to the bond between us, but I'm drawn to you.
Hey, my charisma's only 10, so this has got to be story plot convenience, or I'm just that good of a role player. So, I like the negative response to this. Sorry, Bastila, that starship won't fly. I'm not interested. Why would you... I like the fact that the game gives you the opportunity to always bounce out anytime you want, but it's always weird. You go through all this effort just to do this, and then it's just like, yeah, whatever, I was just messing with you. But anyway, are you interested in me, or my ability to use the Force?
The Force is a part of you, as is your power. But that's not what attracted me to you. It's more than that. Maybe it's the bond we share. It gives us a certain intimacy. If I could, I would return to Dantooine. I need to be away from this bond of ours. I need to weaken it. I need to be anywhere but near you. But Malik must be stopped. My own feelings are nothing when compared to that. Yet I know this could affect the sake of our mission if it's not resolved. I can't let that happen.
But I don't want you to go, Bastila. You're actually a pretty good party member. Maybe not the best party in the game, but dang, you're a Jedi. You have battle meditation. Come on. If you have something to say, just say it. You could leave if you had to. I don't feel anything for Bastila. I don't know why you say that. Just the top answer. I love it. Just give in to your feelings, Bastila. I know you want to.
What I've been trying to tell you is that I've reached a decision, but this is not the proper place for this discussion. I think we should have some privacy for this. We can talk about this the next time we return to the Ebon Hawk.
Oh, apparently she wants some privacy. Oh, I was about to say she leave the party for a second. Bastila wants to talk to you, but in privacy, away from the others. Speak to her when you return to the Ebon Hawk. Well, Juhani, I was kind of flirting with you, but I think Bastila's set her course. Let's return to the Ebon Hawk and get some sweet, sweet lovin'. Oh, well, no, Bastila's a classy girl. Of course that won't happen. We'll talk about our feelings, and then she'll put me down gently because she's a Jedi, and we can't have romantic entanglements. Although Jolie's story apparently maybe has something like that, but although apparently his ends up badly, so maybe love isn't. What's love got to do with it, man? What has it got to do with it? Alright, return to the Ebon Hawk, and I'll have to remember off screen to do a bit of do. I'm not unequipping her stuff. Why am I doing that? No reason.
I want to just... Yeah, I'll just give her this crappy one. And I need to... I'll just do that. Okay,
What is
anyway.
it?
What?
There's no reason I'm unequipping her stuff, by the way. I'm just presentable for the next scene, so we don't have her lightsaber coming up during the middle of a conversation. Although I could have unequipped all my stuff too to make it good, but I'm gonna leave myself alone. So anyway, let's get back to the Ebon Hawk and see what Bastila has to say. Hey, if Bastila puts me down, Juhani, we can always talk. You're interested in guys, right? Right, Juhani. Where you going? Where you going, Juhani? Come back here. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, let's talk to Bastila. Let's see. I'm not hearing my footsteps. I might have to reset my recording after this, just so it works again. Actually, what I might do, because you're supposed to hear my footsteps while I'm walking on this thing, so. Alright, welcome back. Sorry, there was a little cut there. I wasn't satisfied with the sound effects not working because of some like emulations it used, so I just basically reset it, and I'm going to start the conversation with Bastila from the beginning. I was running a bit of the conversation, and I was like, I'm just going to cut this out, so there might be a brief cut there before I talk to Bastila. But anyway, let's talk to Bastila. Apparently she wants us to talk to her. I guess she's got to let us down gently, but... you know, we need to get these feelings out, otherwise they're just... It's gonna be bad news, you know, so... Do you have something you want to say to me, Bastila?
Yes. I promised you an answer when we reached the Ebon Hawk, didn't I? But I'm afraid you won't like it. We should have some privacy for this.
Oh, privacy, huh? Well...
You're stronger than I am, and there's no point in telling me otherwise. You will be a great Jedi, I think. I hope. In some ways you make me feel weak. Like I'm caught up in the wake of our destiny. But at the same time, you make me feel stronger, more alive.
Wait, weren't we supposed to be in the bedroom yet? Oh, I bet I'm glitched. Oh boy, great. I'm still in the cockpit when I'm supposed to be in that little side room next door. Man, this is really ruining the moment. And I feel more alive when I'm with you, Bastila.
I realize now these feelings are part of the bond we share. The Jedi Council surely realized this. They knew my loyalty to the doctrines of our order would be tested on this mission. By facing and overcoming my feelings for you, I've learned a valuable lesson about control and the dangers of emotion. This is an important step in understanding the Force. I'm sorry if this is not what you wanted to hear, but I felt that it was important you know our infatuation was nothing more than a result of our powerful bond.
No, Bastila. No, Jennifer Hale. It's gotta be something more than that. So that's it? It's all over? That's okay, I never... You're rationalizing, Bastila. You're just scared to face the truth.
You're the one who can't face the truth. Malak has to be stopped. How can I do that if I let myself be blinded by my feelings for you?
But, you could stop by... I understand, but no. I'm gonna stop Malak, Bastila, but I want to do it with you at my side. You're too important to me.
You mean it, don't you? But how can I be sure you're not making a mistake? I have to resist. I have to be strong for both of us.
There are many songs in the world about love. Obviously, there's something important about it, Bastila. I mean, love is not a bad thing. You know I'm right, Bastila. I like how you just say... and you always get a chance to back up. You know I'm right, Bastila.
I can't. Malak will...
Shut up and kiss me, you babbling fool.
Oh my. We shouldn't have done that. It was wrong. The Jedi are not allowed to fall in love.
I think there actually is a kissing scene there, but because of the weird mix-up, it didn't work. I do apologize about that. It didn't feel wrong to me, Bastila.
It was a moment of weakness. When I kissed you, we shouldn't have. I'm sorry, no. I know we both wanted it, but we shouldn't have given in to our desire. We're Jedi. We can't act like this. Not now. Not while we still have to deal with Malak. I'm sorry. I don't blame you, but it was a mistake. I have to get out of here before somebody sees us together.
No, Bastila, come back! What have I done? But we felt it, didn't we? We all felt it, right, folks? You felt it too. There's nothing more that needs to be said at this moment. Your relationship with Bastila is going to depend on the outcome of this mission, and perhaps once it is over, with the two of you can look at what is going to become. For now, however, the mission is more important, as is your destiny. And that's the romance storyline for Bastila. There is a bit more to it, but that's pretty much it for now, which we kind of needed to do because the next part of the game, let's just say stuff happens.
Talk about what? I'll understand.
Looks like he hasn't anything new to say. Bastila basically just ask, you can just ask her about the standard stuff. She's basically not. I mean, we could ask her, but she's pretty much, she doesn't want to talk about it, so she's pretty much head up on that. See, T7 and Zelbar have nothing to say. Johnny, do you have anything to say? Sorry, Johanny. Apparently, hey, Johanny, we can actually, you know, if you're kind of into me, we can kind of talk our own. Bastila kind of isn't really okay with what we're doing right now.
What is it?
Yeah, okay. I think something else has to happen. So, all right. Zelbar has nothing to say. Mission story's done. HK story's done. How about Candace? You got another war story for me? Excuse me. Do you have any more Mandalorian war stories?
We fought against the Republic forces for some time, over the course of many battles. At the start, they were not much of a threat to speak of. But once the Jedi Revan took charge, things began to turn against us. The Republic fleets began to use more than just basic tactics. Feints, counterattacks, mass deceptions. Revan was a genius on the field. Revan abandoned worlds of their defenders so that others would be too fortified to strike, and was willing to make sacrifices in order to advance goals. And in the end, Revan proved too much for us.
Revan was just too much of a badass. I mean, if Ren had not stopped you, someone else would have, but what about the Sith? You couldn't have won against the whole galaxy.
But it was close. So close. It looked like the entire galaxy was within our grasp. I still remember that final battle in the skies above Malachor 5. The two fleets filling the space around it, outshining the stars.
What happened in that battle?
It was not your ships, or your men, or your vaunted fight for freedom that won this, the final battle of the war. It was by the actions of one person, the Jedi Revan, that you prevailed. His strategies and tactics defeated the best of us. Even Mandalore himself was taken aback by the ferocity of his attacks, the tenacity of his defenses, and the subtleties of his plans. He fought us to a standstill, and then began pushing back. We really didn't have a chance.
Why didn't you retreat?
It was what we had wanted all along, in a way. We wanted to fight the best, in a battle that would be remembered for centuries. And we did. And Revan won. I don't hold a grudge against Revan, and neither do any of my people. It was the greatest moment of my life to be in that battle. If Revan had been a Mandalorian, nothing in the galaxy would have stopped us. But wishing for the past to be different is useless. Better look to the future, as we should now. We'll talk more later, I think. Is there something else you want to know?
Nothing for now. Thanks
Your
for telling
choice.
me that. What's that? Oh, whoops. Oh, I was about to talk to him again. Oh, is that it for Candras's storylines? Oh, Candras described the end of the Mandalorian Wars to you. He seemed to admire Revan greatly. Maybe we can talk to him about it later.
Yeah, what do you...
Is it later enough now? Sorry, I'm trying to get these all out of the way so that the rest of the episodes will be pure story, for the most part anyway.
The war we had with the Republic was supposed to be the most glorious battle in our history. But it was a very costly one. I guess we didn't think of how much we could lose in it.
How much did you lose?
There weren't many of us after that last battle. Mandalore himself was killed at the hands of the Jedi Revan. The best of us could not defeat him. After that last battle, those of us that survived were stripped of our weapons, our armor, and our basilisks. Revan's forces destroyed them while we were forced to watch. Those who hadn't fled earlier were left with nothing to call their own. No weapons, no armor, only the honor of having fought in the battle we just lost. For many, this was not enough. While the rest of us were sent into exile on the Outer Rim, they tried to relive the old days, raiding worlds. They're nothing more than bandits now.
I'd agree with you on that one, Candace. You eventually came to Terrace.
Yeah, I came to Terrace. And forcing for Davik was not stimulating. The gangs on Terrace and Davik's rivals were trash. They give no thrill in battle, no honor or glory in defeating them. It was like stepping on bugs. I sought worthy challenges, but the best that Terrace could offer were nothing to me. But I think now, with you, I may finally find opponents worth fighting.
Yeah, if I actually used you in combat, you're actually the second best guy next to Karth. Yeah, sorry about that. You are a worthy companion.
Maybe later I'll tell you more about what it was like to work for Davik. For now, though, we should get on with our lives. Is there something else you want to know?
First, we get confessions about
Your choice.
about Bastila's romance with us, and now it's talking time with the old man. Candace told how Revan and his forces destroyed the Mandalorian weaponry and exiled them, scattering them across the Outer Rim. He thinks that now with you, he may find worthy opponents once again. Might try to talk to him more later. Well, how about now? Oh, we don't have anything. Okay, we'll have to talk to him later. All right, see you later. I know some story things happen that changes his dialogues as well, so we have to kind of keep that in mind. I think we can still talk to him about certain things after a certain plot point occurs, but I think we're okay. Anyway, Julie, you have anything to say?
Got something on your mind, dude?
You were telling me about your love before. Why did you leave the Jedi?
Who said I left the Jedi?
You did. You said you weren't a Jedi any longer. Don't play with games with me, old man. I'm gonna say that just because it's funny to be a dick to him.
Don't get so uppity, damn it. The point I was trying to make, if you decide to actually listen, is that I never left the Order. The Order left me.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Oh, is it? There are moments when I think you must be much older than you seem, but this isn't one of them. You know what I hate? Well, you know, lots of things really, but I'm old and easily annoyed, but that's besides the point. What I really hate are how most people view the Jedi. Everyone thinks that the Jedi are perfect, that they can do no wrong. They think the Jedi Council is completely incapable of injustice.
You? Perfect? That's a laugh.
Quiet, you. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the Jedi as a whole. They are just as capable of imperfection and injustice as anyone else, as you can obviously see. And I'm not even talking about how some of us fall to the dark side. No, that's plenty indication of our fallibility, but it's something else entirely. No, I'm talking about how more than often not, your average robe-wearing Jedi can try to do the right thing and still be completely wrong.
That's an interesting way of putting it. I don't get it. What do you mean?
I suppose I'm not being very clear, am I? Come to think of it, I don't have to be clear. Someone my age is entitled to ramble, damn it. But for your sake, I'll try to explain. I'll tell you a little tale about a Jedi master I once knew. Hortath, I think. Or was it Hortoth? I could never get it straight.
Is this gonna have a point?
You know the problem with the youth today? They're young. Where was I then? Oh yes, Master Hortath. He was a kindly old Jedi who meant well, but the most nearsighted thing in the Corps, I swear. He would walk into walls, knock over tables, mistake apprentices for rancor beasts, that sort of thing. And he was too proud to submit to proper treatment. Some used to counsel him in the urge to use the Force, Master Hortath. Allow the Force to see for you, but he refused to believe that his eyes were failing. He simply squinted more and more as the years went on, the other Jedi resignedly passing it off as the amusing quirk of a compassionate old man.
Is this supposed to have a point?
I'm not finished yet. Now shush! So, One day a young Padawan meets Master Horath in the courtyard and, not knowing of his blindness, asks him for directions to the council. Quite sure of himself, Horath gave the lad directions, which happened to lead back outside and away from the Enclave. The Padawan is confused, naturally, and he asks if Master Horath is sure, and of course Master Horath says that he is. The Padawan suggests that perhaps he should ask someone else, but the proud Horath now feels insulted. He tells the Padawan to take the route he prescribed and no other. Rather dejectedly, the Padawan did as he was told, and so ended up leaving the Jedi Order forever. It was decided that the boy's fate was to leave the Order anyway, though whether that was out of respect for Horath or because the boy went on to something else, well, we'll never know.
So... That's a stupid story. I love that answer, but that kind of gets... I'm not that dickish. So what does the Padawan leaving the Jedi have to do with the Jedi leaving you?
Not much. I never knew the Padawan nor met Master Horath himself. He was before my time.
I don't understand.
The tale is about blindness, and I thought the point was clear. At any rate, you think about it. You're the one who asked why the Jedi left me, remember? Now let's get going. My feet are itching for a good run.
Well then, that was it. Like I said, it's fun. The game is funnier when you're kind of dickish to Jolie. Not like to be mean, just giving him snippy answers and stuff like that. You successfully got Jolie to talk about the Jedi, and he told a tale about how they are often less than perfect. He might talk some more if you ask later, once you gain more experience. Well, it looks like we've made a bit of story... Well, okay, not story progress, but character progress. One, we finally got the swoop races finished, and we got a ton of credits, so we've got, like... let's see, is there an amount I can show you? Got 30,000 credits. There's a couple items I've kind of been saving for. That's why I haven't been spending on them. We're going to get ready to start getting ready for our final character items to build. I don't think I'm going to be able to get all of them, unfortunately, but I'll try to show you where some of the better items are for my final group for the end of the game. But so looks like Jolie has a few more stories for us as well as Mandalore. We'll get those out of the way and finally get back to the plot. Will the Jedi and his companions be able to make it to Korriban and sneak in time, get the 4th star map, and stop Malak from taking over the galaxy? Or will an unexpected visitor stop us on the way there? Find out next time on the next episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. And may the Force be with you.